cup that African countries were competing for seriously was what, $7 million, and the budget that Ghanaians GFA did is $8.5 million. We think on top of that they have spent $3 million even without going to the round of 16. How can you bucket a budget exceeding what you were going to take? Nigeria budgeted 1.5 million for the AFCON. Another country budgeted 1.3 million for the AFCON. Those who won the AFCON had $7 million. And the runner-ups, that is Nigerians, they had $4 million as runner-ups. Yes, and then those who made it to the semi-finals, that's South Africa and DR Congo, they had $2.5 million each. I was here, this is not a joke, yeah. And then those who made it to the quarterfinals, they had $1.3 million each. Now let's come to Black Star, let's come to Ghanaians, let's come to GFA. You see, certain things are there. It shouldn't be about let's think about it before we sack the person. Let's think about it before we dissolve the whole administration. Let's think about it before we ask all of them to go and sit down. It's not a joke anymore, man, because you budgeted $8.5 million for the 2023 AFCON. And then the winners had $7 million, and then you budgeted $8 million. Yetisikaso and so I come there. These are the things that we talk of. Yetisikaso and so I come there. No? How can you budget more than what you were going to win? A very serious competition where Nigeria budgeted 1.5 million for the AFCON, everything, you went and budgeted 8.5 million. On top of that, there was a change. And then another country budgeted 1.3. We are all in Africa. Are they coming from somewhere you say, okay, they are closer to the host nation, so they do not need to spend much money to go there? It's not about that. Then how come that Ghanaians were able to go and support others? Can you pay if what you are saying is actually true? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen. And then you budgeted $8.5 million for a cup that was worth $7 million. I was like, nah, I'm giving up in this country. We can't be living in a country like this. We can't be living in pain. We cannot be living in disgrace. When I come to disgrace, I mean World Cup group stage exit, AFCON group stage exit, disgrace. Completely, we are emotionally detached to the football, the life that we expected in this country. But what GFA could do is to spend the money, budget for $8.5 million for the 2023 AFCON, and the cup was costing $7 million. Ivory Coast had $7 million as the winners, and the runner-ups, Nigerians, they had $4 million. South Africa and DR Congo had $2.5 million. And then the quarterfinals, those who made it to the quarterfinals, they had $1.3 million. And then when you sum that money, that is $14.8 million, if I'm right, yeah. And then you budgeted $8.5 million. That means that if Ghanaians, if Black Stars should have even win the AFCON, we were running into loss. Is this not shameful? Is this not a disgrace? Is this not like heart touching? Is this not painful? Like the love that we have for football have diminished. And then what you could do is to budget, spend the money, and then you see, these are the things that we will talk about. Yetisikaso and so I come there, because you didn't pay the players. You said they couldn't make it to the round of 16, so due to that, you didn't pay them. Ladies and gentlemen, this is insane, man. You didn't pay them because they couldn't make it to the round of 16, and then you are able to squander the remaining money. These are the things that President Nana was saying that Yetisikaso and so I come there, because you refuse to give others what they deserve. We all know that Black Stars didn't try. Yes, we are aware they failed us. We are aware they disappointed us, but that does not mean you should not pay them. Oh yeah, because it's not about, when you look at the choreography, when you look at it, it doesn't mean that it's the fault of the players itself, but the leaders in the GFA, that is the problem. The coaching, that is the problem. Yet the 8.5 million, so I come the players, no, because you said they couldn't make it to the round of 16, so due to that you didn't pay them. Ladies and gentlemen, You see, some things are there. We have to arise and fight for the players. Fight for the players. I'm serious about it and I'm critical about it, because if next they call the players to come for AFCON, they should come for World Cup, and the players refuse to come. Yes, we shouldn't blame them, because you refuse to give them something because they couldn't make it to the round of 16, but you were able to start on $5 million US, stating that in your first game you spent 1 million, your second game 1 million, your third game 1 million, 3 million, and someone who made it to the semi-finals had 2.5 million. So your 3 games is even more than someone who were able to make it to the semi-finals. Like, yes, this is the country we are. This is the country we are. And the surprising thing, you came to give us a speech, you meet the press, and you were saying they should bring the love. What love are you talking about without paying your colleagues? You see, when we are to drag this thing, ladies and gentlemen, we will drag it forth, back and through and fro, because it doesn't make sense at the point. Because when you call the players next season and they refuse to come, what are you going to do? Who is going to play? And I bet you the players we have is the players we have. To form a new Black Star is not an easy task. Those you have, how have you been able to manage them? You see, this kind of thing is supposed to absolutely stop. For any progression, for everything that we can move forward, there's no two ways thinking about it. They should clear all of them absolutely right and reinstall the GFA and bring the Black Star we used to know. Oh yeah, because looking at my previous video, you heard what the man was saying. And it was true, revealing the secrets that are going on in the GFA that we don't know. Oh yeah, you see, when we get people like this, but the saddest aspect is that you guys knew all this and you couldn't talk about it. Now that things have gotten out of hand, things have been messed up, now you're talking about it. What, like, you know. Anyway, kudos to the guys that have gave up their actions and all that. Yeah, it's a good point. We've known the truth, we know the to and the fro, and we know how to head it on. Yeah, the demo, I say kudos to Countryman Songo, the rest of the media houses, the other journalists. Yeah, you did absolutely well. It was a good job done. Yes, the government should just, you know, work on the teaching of the citizens, and that's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, yeah, my point, because if I am going to drag this thing, if I'm going to talk about it, it's like I'll talk, and we're not gonna finish. But you know, I want them to understand that we are not resting on these matters until things are absolutely solved rightly. Yes, we're not going to rest. We'll talk, we'll become tired. We'll talk, you listen. We'll talk, you must listen. We'll talk, you must hear us, because we are the people and our voice must work. Our voice must be heard. Yes. So we are there 247 to talk about it. We are going to drag the case further until the right thing is done, because we cannot be living in a state where we cannot have a single laugh for football. We can't have a single laugh for games. What entertains the world more than football? Look at the 2022 World Cup. It was the interesting moments that we had. It was very interesting. It was lovely. Cheers all over. But Ghanaians disappointed us. But it didn't even go to stop us the love that we have for the game. We continue to support others. Morocco did very well. We supported them until they drop off, and we continued further from there. We have to go and support France or Argentina to take up one of them to win the World Cup. But what could Ghanaians do? Let us, you know, give us the kind of spirit that we should have. Let us have the enthusiasm to love football. Like, ladies and gentlemen, my point. Subscribe and like the video. No update. Be I will be bro.